నమో నమః. అందరికీ నమస్కారములు. Today is another good day that we are going to have a webinar from Shri P.S. Murthy garu. You know him very well. Without taking much time, we will start the webinar with reciting Vande Mataram and then Prarthana. So I recite Vande Mataram. Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Sasyashyamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Subrajosna Pulakitayamini, Pullakusumita Drumadhala Sobhini, Suhasini Sumadhura Bhashini, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. So now I request H.P. Rao garu to do Prarthana, please.
అస్తు. ఓంకారం ధ్యానానంతరం ఒక్క నిమిషం ధ్యానం. ఓం 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 గణానాం త్వా గణపతిగుం హవామహే కవిం కవీనా ఉపమశ్రవస్తమం జ్యేష్ఠరాజం బ్రహ్మణాన్ బ్రహ్మణస్పద ఆనశృణ్వన్నోతభిः శ్రీదసాదనం. ఓం మహాగణాధిపతయే నమః. ప్రణో దేవీ సరస్వతీర్వాజినీవతి ధీనామవిత్ర్యవతు. ఓం మహాసరస్వత్యై నమః. హరి ఓం. అసతో మా సద్గమయ తమసో మా జ్యోతిర్గమయ మృత్యోర్మా అమృతంగమయ. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి. మాతృదేవో భవ, పితృదేవో భవ, ఆచార్యదేవో భవ, అతిథిదేవో భవ. ఓం గురుర్బ్రహ్మ గురుర్విష్ణు గురుర్దేవో మహేశ్వర గురు సాక్షాత్ పరబ్రహ్మ తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః. सर्वेभ्यः स्वागतम् आरम्भं कुर्मः धन्यवादः
Now, let us request P.S. Murthy garu to start the webinar, please. Unmute cheyagalra.
Mahodayalandariki namaskaram. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. It's a great pleasure for me to be associated with the VSS, Veda Samskruti Samiti, and the baton of our institution like Prabhakar Rao garu, Lieutenant Colonel garu, Babu garu, so Chitti Babu garu, and Gautam Mukherjee garu, and all our friends. So I have been trying my best and share my knowledge on the topics I know. I would request you again, if at all I am deviating from the subject, or if you feel that I am not going on the right path, then please do correct me. I'm always open for suggestions and welcome your thoughts and all. So today's webinar, basically, I will start with prayer. Vakratunda Mahakaya, Koti Surya Samaprabha, Nirvignam Kurme Deva, Sarvakaryeshu Sarvadaha, Saraswati Namastubhyam, Varade Kamarupini, Vidyarambham Karishyami, Siddhir Bhavat Me Sada, Jnananandamayan Devam, Nirmala Spatika Krutim, Adharam Sarva Vidyanam, Hayagrevam Upasmahe. Saraswati Namastubhyam, Varade Kamarupini, Vidyarambham Karishyami, Siddhir Bhavat Me Sada. So today's topic which I am presenting is on the leadership qualities, basically what we know from our either management side or psychological side, and how we can relate it in Sanaatana Dharma. So the other day we heard Pattabhiram Garu also. He talked about the personality traits and change management, how to change our behavioral pattern. Even octogenarians also, how to behave themselves with their children, family and all. So a similar way, I tried to attempt some analogy of leadership qualities, what we learn from the modern scientific management, and what is there in our Sanatana Dharma. So this is my topic today. So we know this slide. So our Dharma Shastras, Sanatana Dharma, Veda Vyasa and Ganesha. So why I put this slide is, see, Ganesha himself is a great leader for us. So what is leadership actually? Leadership is the art of guiding a team or organization in an organizational context by setting vision, planning. So for control, decision making, motivating, achieving the desired collective goals. So these are the main the strategic management techniques that we adopt to achieve a particular goal, whether it is in administrative side or the military side or the commercial business side, whatever it is. So a leadership theory describes how and why certain individuals become leaders. So this is why, what made them to become leaders. We have been seeing even Narendra Modi ji also, we say he is a chai wala, but how will we become a leader? What qualities made him to become a leader? So how he is made a leader? Is a self-born leader or thrusted upon leader, whatever it is. So what qualities a person requires to become a leader, and who can be an honest leader? What personality he should have? Sound personality, brave, bold, visionary, ambitious. So these are certain qualities for an honest leader. And what skills are required to prove that he is a leader, to execute the things? So understanding the ways. First, which way he is traveling, which path he should go, and understand it, the difficulties, hurdles, and then support where it should be given, where not. And one should be transparent about their choices. While being transparent, they should be adaptable. They should adapt, and they should listen to the suggestions of others. So adaptability, then communication, good communication skills of the plans, programs, and their tactics also. Empathy. So we should have enough sympathy, empathy to demonstrate. Keep our communication channels open. And decision, very spontaneous, instant, timely decisions. One should be able to take such type of bold decisions in time of emergency, crisis management. So these are the essential leadership skills. So strong ethics, besides all these, strong ethics and high moral standards are qualities of a good leader. This is general. So then, how Ganesha is our leader? Yes, Ganesha is also leader. This I have been telling in every my webinar, that he has a Vakratunda Mahakaya. So Mahakayam, small eyes, wide ears, all these things. So what represents that? What leadership quality does it represent? So Lord Ganesha has big head, wide ears, long nose, sharp eyes, small mouth, and large stomach. So we know how big head and also all these things I have been telling. So you can see the slide also. Big head, enough to assimilate all the information he gets, process it, and in computer language, GIGO, garbage in, garbage out, input output process, input storage output process, all those things. And he has a marvelous memory card, and he can decipher, encode, and decode. Large stomach, large enough to grab everything available, remove the dust and digest in the process, clear the environment and surroundings. Then wide ears, very wide open to listen even to the minutest sound with utmost attention and understand the communication process. So communication capability. A leader should have a good communication capability like Lord Ganesha. Sharp eyes, not even to understandable to our IC system, or Aadhaar based the mechanisms, what we have, biometrics, all those things, to detect, scan, capture, read, and emit the right signals for effective communication. So finally, what? After all these things, you listening, reading, and understanding, speak to the minimum extent possible. So action is more important than speaking. Doing is important. So essence is listen to all. That is collaborative effort. So collaborative effort is a leadership quality. Think big, planning. Always think big. So you plan effectively, efficiently, have a long-range planning, and then visualize more. So be a visionary. What is going to happen after 20 years? Vision 2020. Our 2020 is over. Now Vision 2050. Our Chandrababu Naidu Gari's vision program is for 2050, like that. So not only that, even World Bank also now has a Vision 2050 plan. So as per some statistics, by 2050, our population gets doubled. So, and not the least, speak less, adapt to the things. So this is Ganesh Tattva. See, Ganesha has these visionary qualities, leadership qualities. His father, the Lord Mahadeva and Kashi Vishwanatha, he has many more leadership qualities than these things. As our God, supreme deities. So what that Lord Shiva has, Paramatma, Paramesha, what he has trusted aids. So having a trusted aid is one of the leadership quality. You don't have much money, many more people, but have few people, trusted people, those who can execute, those who are your eyes and ears, execute your plans. Nandi is number one. He not only takes him, he not only is his vehicle, but he is one of the trusted aid. That is why he is made the Adhipati for Ganas. Shiva Ganas ki Lord Nandi is the Nandiswara is head. So, and besides, he is also doorkeeper for the Kailasam. Without Nandis, you cannot go inside. Permission of Nandi or Brungi, whatever we call. So, he is the gatekeeper for the Mount Kailash, and he is the commander-in-chief for all Ganas, Yoganas. But the best thing is he never, as a leader, Shiva never said that Nandi is my number one. No. How he made him number one? By delegating, by trusting him and delegating the powers to him, making his job enrichment. So a good leader should never pick up and declare a favorite of him as his followers, among his followers, that he is number one, number two. No. Automatically, he should pave the way to become his identified aid. So, trusted aid. This is one of the leadership qualities. Then, doing the right thing at right time. This is also from Shiva Purana. We know everybody. So, Ravana is a preferred bhakta of Lord Shiva. He gave him lot of boons and all. So, Ravana, with those boons, he thought, why Shiva there in Kailash? Let me be with me in Lanka. He went and said to Shiva, Swami, you come and stay with me. You have no place in Kailash. Why you want to stay there? Come here. So he didn't listen. So that is what he said. He lifted the mount itself, Kailasha. When he lifted, then Shiva realized there is something is going to happen. So he has to do something right. So he penned him down. The Almighty penned Ravana. So he was like that for some years, and then he prayed the Lord Shiva, relieve me from this, I will not do this mistake, you have to be in your place only and all. So all those things went well. So doing right things at right time is a leadership quality. This is what I would like to bring to your notice. Okay, so if a decision or attitude of the employer's follows becomes a deferent in the overall roadmap of a leader's vision, then he should put down his feet very strongly and heavily. So this is what this quality. So next, accept success, sacrifice equally. Yes, Lord Shiva did that. Vishnu took Lakshmi, and somebody taken something. Indra take Airavata. But when Halahalam comes, everybody went back. When the poison came from Mandhara, from that Kshirasagara Manthanam, everybody backed out. Then Lord Shiva came boldly and he accepted the failure also, sacrifice also, as good as the boon. So he has taken that. Halahal he has taken, and Amrit he gave to the other devatas. So everybody loves success. But taking the, failure also in a similar way is one of the leadership qualities. So add value proposition. This one more story, I liked this a lot. Then after marriage, the mother asked Shiva, Swami, what is this? Where should I stay? You don't have a house. I loved you and I came and we married and all. Okay, fine. I accepted your personality as it is, with snakes, with skin of the lion, all those things I have accepted, no problem. But where should I stay? Then Lord Mahadev said, he said, see that Devdar trees garden. You don't get any rain there, you can stay happily. No heat. Devdar trees are there. So when she said, where should I stay? You stay in the Devdar Vanam. That means he found out value proposition in Prakriti itself. Then she said, Swami, okay, that's fine. I'm cool. But when rain comes, heavy rain, then what should I do? Then in a big tree, he showed in a big trunk, he showed some small cave. We can stay in that cave very happily, he said. So he found in a big trunk or tree or a big hillock, he found one good cave. So that is the value proposition he found even in immobile things also. And then she said, okay, now I have to cook food for you. Where should I cook? Then he showed Harishchandra Ghat in Varanasi. See, there are a lot of piles are there, wood is there, everything is readily available. You go and cook food for me. So, caves or even Devadar trees or the pyre for lighting the fire he has found value proportion in them. So imagination is value and value is imagination as far as Lord Mahesha is concerned. So these are the leadership qualities. And then treating the partners in equality. Finally, yes, Lord Shiva is Ardhanarishvara himself. So Parvati is within him. So he gave equal opportunity or equal right or half portion for her. A composite of union Shiva and Parvati is half male and half female, that everybody we know. So this is treating the partners in equality is another leadership quality. So this is from our, God itself, the Ganesha taught us and Lord Maheshwara taught us. Then we know knowledge has transmitted through this Shruti, Smriti and all those things. This everybody knows. So if we can achieve the desired goals of liberation or Swarga through Jnana Kanda or Karma Kanda, and then through while we pass through all the cycle of life. So then these are various scriptures which we have, Shruti, Smriti. These also we all know as Vedanga Sanaatana Dharma students and practitioners, we know. So what are the Vedas, what are Vedangas, and what are Puranas, what are Upavedas, so what are Upanishads, what is Agamas, everything we know. So, and then for becoming a leader, one should have character. In our Sanatana Dharma, character is nothing but Sila. So, Manusmriti 2.6 talks about Sila. Sila is freedom from hatred and attachment to Raga, Dvesha, Parityajya. That is nothing but Sila. So, standing for virtues. What virtues? They are sattvic nature, devotion to gods and Pitrus, then gentleness, kindness, freedom from jealousy, sympathy, absence of cruelty, friendliness, then gratefulness, to give shelter to somebody, showing empathy or mercy, calmness, all these things are the values. So these constitute or composite the characteristics. If one want to become a good leader, he should have some character, no? What character? So these are the characters defined in our Sanatana Dharma itself. Then Mahabharata Shanti Parva. So this our good friend has been telling. So from there, from his slide I have taken. So Shanti Parva defines the Adroha, Sarva Bhuteshu, Karmanha, Manasa Gira, Anugrahascha Danancha, Shilamitvat Paristityate. So this is what freedom from malice towards anything, enact, thought and speech, benevolence towards all, and sharing. These are the characteristics defined as per Mahabharata. In short, Sila constitutes 5 tenets of Samanya Dharma. We know Samanya Dharma, universally applicable ethical principles. They are Ahimsa, Satyam, Astheyam, not stealing or copying. Saucha, but I have copied this slide, please pardon me. So just for informative purpose. And Saucha, purity, cleanliness. Nigraha, control of mind, senses. That is nothing but overcoming Kama, Krodha, Moda, Mahamascharya, Lobhalu. Focusing one attitudes and relationship with others. So these are the, in short, the 5 tenets of the Samanya Dharma. So, but what constitutes the Gurutraya Vibhagaho Yogam of Bhagavad Gita says that Sattva, Rajas, Tama, Itihi Gunaha. So, how your character is built, your leadership qualities comes by your gunas. What are those gunas? Sattva, Rajas, Tama, Iti Gunaha. Prakriti Sambhavaha. Nibaddhanti Mahabhavo. Dehe Dehinam Avyayam. So, Lord Krishna told, Paramatma told Arjuna, oh Arjuna, see these 3 gunas, you know, these are the things, these are the qualities. And these qualities bind the eternal soul to the perishable body. So peaceful, morality, well-being, serenity, etc. are the virtues of Swatvik person. So Sattva Raja, Sattva Guna, passion, endless desires and ambitions, strive to satisfy towards worldly enhancement, Rajoguna, ignorance, laziness, excessive sleep, delusion, intoxication, all those are Tamoguna. So these three gunas are present in everybody, in any soul, every human being. But one guna is dominated by the other. Whichever guna dominates, they are having that guna as the primary quality or primary personality trait. So sattvic qualities are happiness, peace, wellness, freedom from love, compassion, comfort, empathy. Rajasic qualities are anger, anxiety, fear, irritation, worry, restlessness, stress, courage, and chaos. Tamasic qualities are laziness, anger, attachment, depression, dependency, self-doubt, guilt, boredom, and all those things. So again, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 14, verse 9 says, Sattva sukhe sajayati rajaha karmanaha bharata. So what says sattva is goodness, it gives the sukham, and rajoguna gives the karmas, it prompts you towards actions, and then tamo is mode of ignorance. So these are all bound by the delusion and all those things. So these three gunas are bind the body, soul with the body. So now, having understood this, so what are the, in our parlance now, the personality refers to the enduring characteristics and behavior that comprises a person's unique adjustment to life. Personality is a person's unique adjustment to life by following VSS Dharma or following your gunas or whatever it is. So, personality describes the unique pattern of thoughts, feelings, and behaviors distinguished from person to person. So, how do we distinguish? What are the examples? We say he is generous. How he is generous? Certain qualities exhibited by him shows that he is generous. And somebody is loyal. How he is loyal? So certain qualities exhibited by him or tells us that he is loyal to a particular cause, particular institution, particular trend or particular fashion. So the word personality stems from the Latin word, so which refers to the theatrical mask worn by performers. So like when you are a beggar, you perform the role of beggar, so it is nothing but role playing. So, in general, there are four basic personality types: average, reserved, self-centered, and role model. Because these qualities are the attributes for the leadership traits. So, these are the personality traits, character, temperament, and these are which we are born with and involves our predisposition to act and feel in certain ways. But personality is influenced by genes, biology, experiences we face, our communities and environment, surrounding, socio-economic background, standard of living, and then our early, when we are in early stages, how we were brought up, what were our ethical principles, what were our traditions, what were our customs, what our elders told us. So all these things have an influence on us, on the personality. And it's also affected by the external and internal and socio-economic factors. So these are the common traits: generosity, extroversion, loyalty, courage, honesty. So Bhagavad Gita gives a lot of models. This is what we have discussed, Sattva, Raja, Tamo gunas, how they are come. So then basically modern behavioral theory talks about four types of personality. Type A, they are very impatient, competitive, work obsessed, achievement oriented, aggressive, and stressed. They always feel stressed, look stressed. And then type B, they are low stress, even tempered. They are cool people, cool minded, flexible. Again, this we can relate to astrology. I am not going to astrology now. So type C, highly consciousness, perfectionist, struggle to reveal emotions. Again, this is one quality of one particular graha. You can say Sun or Mars, whatever it is. So there is similar qualities. And type D, worrying, sad, irritable, Saturn qualities, Ketu qualities. So such type of people are there. So even we can relate to this astrology also. And then what type of personality we also depends upon our needs. What are those needs? The behavioral scientist Abraham Maslow has had a theory. We know that. So before this also we had, we know as per Sanaatana Dharma also, who wants what at what time. So Maslow suggested that personality is the result of not meeting our most basic needs. So your personality depends on that. If you are able to satisfy physical needs, your personality is different. So then he has divided these needs in 5 basic needs. What are they? Basic needs, physiological needs, safety needs, belonging needs, love needs, and self-actualization needs. So this is the pyramid structure which was drawn by hierarchy, by Abraham Maslow. This is the early 20th century, he is a behavioral scientist. So this is how we all management students know this. So physiological needs are food, water, all these things. Roti, kapda or makan. Then come safety needs, security for your life, and some standard of living, some average or whatever it is. Then belongingness, your family, your relationships, your friends, your social needs, prestige, slowly. Then esteem needs. When you come to esteem, prestige and feeling of accomplishment, so they are psychological needs. And then finally, after you have all these things, then you don't need money also. Sometimes you don't worry also about money. Then you try to get your full potential of life and try to give direction or share your knowledge to the others at that when you reach the self-actualization process. I know all the Sanaatana Dharma friends, all our friends are now in self-actualization stage. This is what I feel. Please, I hope you all agree with me. So self-actualization is the top of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This need refers to the desire to reach our full potential. When once you reach, you are complete. You are a complete person. So what happens at that point of time as for Maslow? Maslow says experience full concentration, total absorption in your life or what you do, what you perform in your karmas. So you should be completely full concentration you have. Then when in doubt, you will be honest rather than dishonest. At that point of time, when you reach 60, 70 years and when you know anything, you don't want to be dishonest at all. So you will be very honest at that point of time. When you reach the self-actualization. Trust on our own judgment. Then we will always try to improve. Even we know what knowledge we know is very little. So we will definitely try to correct and improve ourselves. Then we will set our ego aside. So when ego goes out, then you reach the Brahma Tattvam. So this is what self-realization is considered as the gateway to moksha. So Maslow told now, but this was told in Sanaatana Dharma ages back. So self-realization is considered the gateway to moksha. Whether self-actualization or self-realization, only term change, that's all. But same, the content is same. So moksha is attained by realizing one's true identity as Atma and Atma as Brahman. So this all we know. So I am not going to much details into this. So when the hierarchy of our needs fulfills, then all these things, our personality also improves. Reach greater heights. Then who is a successful leader? He should have emotional equilibrium, acknowledging one's duty. If somebody has done something for you, you should acknowledge it. Then competent, you should be competent enough to talk or to do any action, kriya. Then you should be able to identify obstacles in your way, path, well in advance. And thinking with action, whatever you do, then you should try to motivate the society or friends with you or the employees with you towards the right path. Then you should be a good communicator. You should have tenacity and flexibility and making decisions with a lot of comfort or assurance. So in ancient governance, how these leadership qualities were exhibited. So 2 slides I am having. So earlier only king is the leader, no? There is no other leader. either as for Manusmriti or the Chanakya Niti or the subsequent kingdoms. So king is the superpower. King is the only leader. So seeking wise counsel from competent person, that king used to do. Manu started with Manu. So he takes the from Vedic period onwards, this practice is there, taking wise counsel before taking a decision. Mahabharata and the Arthashastra instill importance of the presence of intellectual input for a leader. Yes, lot of inputs are there in Mahabharata and the Manusmriti. So in Samhitas, Yajurvedas also, they were the king's council has jewels, Navaratnas, like our Krishna Devaraya has, like Vikramaditya has. So they have king jewels, but they are called as jewels, Navaratnas. So they were in the council of the ministers, and there is a Purohita, Raja Purohita. Then there is a commander-in-chief. All these are the leaders. Then one commander of royal army. Then one headman for the village, Gramani. Then one treasurer, Samgrahita. So these are all described in our Vedas and Samhitas. So these Dharma Shastras, our Dharma Shastras provide enough evidence for the emergence of the leadership qualities. So as I said, king is the leader, superpower, and king has a duty-based mechanism. The subjects were divided with divine code, with various dharmas, Nishiddha Dharma, Vishesha Dharma, Samanya Dharma. And if somebody tries to violate, then there is some Danda Niti is there, punishment. The king upholds the divine law, premised upon Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Karma doctrines. And then king encouraged trade and industry and funded the flourishing of science and arts. Punishment was observed as a last resort. If somebody violates, then this is the social order and existence, and leadership traits existed in many folds of governance and administrative departments. And even the leader used to relinquish his post. Like we saw, Lal Bahadur Shastri or somebody, they have resigned. When there is a railway debacle has happened long time, Lal Bahadur Shastri immediately resigned. I don't want to be the railway minister. So those are the leadership. So relinquishing his power also is one of the leadership qualities. So that is there right from the early periods. So leadership as per Bhagavad Gita, as per modern theories, I tried to make one small comparative table. So being a role model, there Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna is the role model. And here a leader for an organization, either the Google head Sundar Pichaiya or Microsoft head or the Nadella, all those people they are thought leaders, aligning purpose and profit. Here, joint corporation, here is CSR, we call corporate social responsibility. Now we have the concept of CSR. So Dharma in decision making at that point of time. Now consider the large picture, the societal preferences, the environment, the profit motive. So all these things are considered now. Dharma is there. Besides Dharma, these are also factors are now. It is little, because Kali Yuga we are going, so little complicated for a leader. Managing conflicts and ego at that time also is there. Arjuna has a lot of egos. Vidura is a very soft person. So somebody has to manage Vidura, Karna, Arjuna and Duryodhana. So thinking proactive. Then servant leadership at that point of time. Then mindfulness and focus. Now, not only mindfulness, listen to others. Pick up tips from them as Ganesh Tattva. So you be a collaborative effort. So adaptable to change. connect with goal in mind. That is also adapting to change. If you are not able to achieve the goal, then you have to change your strategies. You build the teamwork. And here, same thing, here also we do the teamwork and collaboration. We will have a mentors now, lot of mentors are there. Too many mentors. Now after online has come, too many counseling. For everything there is a counsel, for marriage counseling, for legal counseling, for psychological counseling, for industrial counseling, all counselings, mentorship. So these are the some points I have taken. What is there in our ancient scriptures and now what we are following. So, and what are the leadership theories basically as per the modern science? I have taken 4 or 5. There are some leadership theories are there, but I have taken 4 or 5 as an examples. So the first theory is Max Weber. In 1947, he is a German sociologist. And later it was developed by MacGregor Bonds. This is called transaction or management theory. So this leadership quality is based on transaction, a particular transaction. So this theory was adopted during Industrial Revolution. And this is basically based on to get the transaction done, workers or the followers should comply with the managerial directives. This is the funda. No deviation. So this theory is followed by the great in Vietnam War and all, Norman has followed, then Bill Gates has followed. So military discipline like this, transactional management is like military discipline or dictator or leadership based. So do or die, that's all. That is the only thing here. No argument, nothing. It is transaction based. You do that, finish, khatam. So this is the one theory. And then next theory is theory of transformation. Transformation is based on the relationship between leader and staff, both understanding each other. So here behavioral science has entered into. Then members are capable of doing things by their deeds rather than words. So they set as an example. So this is called transformational leadership. Leaders who practice transformational leadership, they manage, self-manage, set an example. So give interaction a high priority, always interact with others, get feedback from them, be proactive. So this is another theory. Third theory is integrated approach, scholar. This is 3P approach, it is called public, private and personal approach. We have in our mind also, we have 4 things are there in our mind. One is a hidden mind. Other is public mind, open to others. Third one is only you know. So like that, 3 concepts are taken. Hidden is ignored here. So public, private, personal. So 3P leadership theory, this is called. So in this theory, the public and private leaderships are outer and behavioral levels. The third level is inner, based on your personal qualities, your characteristics, traits, hereditary and all those things. So all these 3 are mixed and balancing. These leadership qualities are emerged. Then this is the most modern scientific theory of management leadership qualities by Robert Blake and Jane Morton. This is very famous theory in the managerial angle. So there are different managers we find. So these are the 4 types of managers: country club management, team management, task management, impoverished management. So task oriented. So the when we take on the scale X and Y, so there is from low to high, this is represented. So when manager is behaving in X9 and Y9, Y1, then he is called a task manager. He is only worried about task. Then 1-1 is both low. He is nothing fit for nothing. He's only takes things as it is. So status quo leaders, they are called. And then 1 to 9, x-axis is 1 and y-axis is 1 and x-axis is 9. He's a country club. He's an emotional person. He goes well with the team. Then 9, 9, both 9, x9, y9. Then he's a team manager. He's a benevolent manager. So like that, some leadership qualities are defined in this theory. This is mostly observed type of management theory for leadership. So then comes the functional theory, basic on merging the three: function, task, and team, individual. So this is based on three structure. Functional theory of leadership emphasizes how employment or organization, all these things you know. So I'm just trying to connect with modern theories here. So this is depends on, this theory says that the achievement of a goal of any organization is purely based on collection of people's behavior rather than one individual. So this is the main funda of this theory. Then finally, this is the best theory. This relates to our Sanaatana Dharma also. So this theory, Thomas Carlyle. So this theory is advocated great man theory. That means the leaders are born. They are not made. They are avatar purushas. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavani bharata. So this reminds, so Lord Krishna said. So they are born, not created. They inbuilt leadership qualities. They are imbibed by certain characteristics. So they assume the authority and power whenever it is required. They throw somebody and they assume the power, and Loka Kalyanam will be performed. So these leaders are born with innate human characteristics. They have glamour, destiny, vigilance, daring, assertiveness, appeal, whatnot. These are gifts from the God placed upon certain individuals on earth to provide the lightening needed to uplift the human existence. So this is the great man theory. So no theory beats this theory. Okay. So then what powers you get by becoming a leader? One is legitimate power, what we have in military funda, or the bureaucracy. See, colonel says one thing, lieutenant colonel does it, or group captain tells wing commander does that. Likewise, chief secretary says the assistant secretary does it, or under secretary do it. So hierarchy based. So legitimate power, one gets the power due to his legitimate authority. This power comes like that. Then coercive power. This power is gained through threat or force by hook or crook. Gundas. So they get coercive power. This is coercive power. And then referent powers. So referent powers is followers and admirers, my followers and my admirers automatically, VSS is giving me these opportunities. So this referent power is given to me by VSS. Though I may be capable or I may not be capable, but this webinar. So that is referent power. Then charismatic power. The actors, N.T. Ramarao has this charismatic power. By just seeing him, people do it. He need not utter a single word. Or our Kanchi Mathadipati, Pitadipatis, they have this charismatic power. Then expert power. This is the real power. A lawyer, a doctor, a chartered accountant, they have the expert power. They are expertise in the subject. A surgeon, yes, he can cut anybody, operate, do anything procedure, any procedure he can do. The expert power. So he's an expert, subject specialist. Then information power. People will not have any subject knowledge, but they have some power because they know the information. Our public relations officers, PROs, what we call. PRO doesn't know anything. In any organization, a public relations officer do not know anything, but he knows everything. So that is the power he gets through information. He is made head of that. So he derives power from that. He has the information, knowledge, power. Then moral power. Moral is role model. You do yourself. You be ethical. Swami Vivekananda. So they are our role models. Set example. So he gets power, moral power. Then there is another power, shadow power or connection power. The PS, personal assistants to the ministers, to the secretaries, they get this power because they are nearer to the power. Because they are nearer to the power, they derive this power. Or they are also called deduced power. Then knowledge power in any particular field or subject, if he is knowledgeable, we will consider a Tattva Vedantic, so he is knowledge power. This is what. So these are the powers which a legitimate leader will get. So then how our leadership is defined in Bhagavad Gita. So this slide is talks about, say, in fact, Gandhi's leadership qualities are almost they are deduced from Gita, Mahatma Gandhi's leadership qualities. So setting an example and all those things, the qualities imbibed by him are from the Gita. All belongs to God, and therefore there is nothing that can be owned by an individual, and remaining unattached to its vested interest is practicing transformational leadership traits. So, karmanye vyadhikaraste ma phalesh. So this is the funda here. So this is what Bhagavad Gita told us. Control one's senses and refine the mind and all your cognitive abilities. 3 gunas, that's what we have discussed already. And then time, kalam is the agent of change. It plays active role as per our Bhagavad Gita. So these are the leadership principles. And then Ramayana. So in Ramayana, so what leadership? Rama is the best example, Lord Rama. So he has showed lot of abilities of a leader. He decentralized the power. Decentralization of authority he did. He gave lot of powers to Hanuman and the Vanara. And then he said, you go east, you go west, you go south, you go north. Search for Sita. I give you full freedom. Whatever you want, you do. So decentralization, the concept of decentralization brought in Ramayana itself. And not only that, instilling confidence in individuals who assigned with that work. So that is also leadership quality, what Ramayana tells us. Put ego aside for the greater good. Somebody told Vibhishna came, don't call him. No, I will call him. He come to kill you. Ravana sent him. Okay, let me see. That is what Lord said. Then somebody asked him, how do you giving him Samraj Pattabhishekam here on the banks of Indian Ocean? Ravana is still there. Do you think that he will allow him to become king of Lanka? Then Rama said, no, I will give my Ayodhya to Vibhishna. This is my promise. So that is what you want to do. You do it, setting your egos and all. And then all this Hanuman, that is one more story. That is what I have put in this. So Surasha, that lady, she came and that lady demon grew to such a big size, he can eat Hanuman. So then when she grew to very large, say gigantic size, Hanuman, a dwarf, he became a dwarf and went in her side. So Hanuman fit to the ego of Srushasa. So this is that story. So these are all how leaders should behave. Then Shanti Parva also, there are a lot of leadership theories, kinship, governance, diplomacy, ethical fundamentals, and then the accumulation of ideal workings depends on the wealth accumulation and all. So punishment, this we have discussed already, Danda. And then Bhishma, the Bhishma Jayanti is going on now. Bhishma Sapta Aham is going on now. So from today onwards. So Bhishma observes the symbolism of true leader, one who builds the confidence of all his followers, a leader who is able to speak truth and power and develop a sound temperament. And as a leader, he secured peace and protection to all his the followers or his kingdom. So leadership qualities are connectedness, This is the leadership qualities in Adi Shankara. Adi Shankara also displayed lot of leadership qualities. At the age of, before 32 years itself, he connected to the entire universe. He had the self-control, mental poise, forbearance, and then he got self-liberation, liberation here itself on the earth. Then he freed himself from the selfish motives that binds a leader. Then Adi Shankaracharya, while moving the entire world, at that point of time, why he moved? He wanted to establish his theory by debate, by collective argument, by listening to others. So these leadership qualities Adi Shankara himself displayed for us. So this I have taken from the last presentation of Pattaviram Garu, that if one wants to be a leader, how he should be. So he should understand what is in his control, what is out of his control. So what is in my control, my thoughts and actions are in my control. How I speak to myself, yes, I can. And how I spend my free time, that's okay. How I handle the challenges, that I know how I can handle my challenges. What are my limitations, my boundaries, and what strength I have. So these are in my control. Very well, I can tune them. Then out of control, the action of others, you don't know. You have to be prepared for that. And again, karmanya vadhikaraste, outcome of my efforts, I don't know. So it depends on the God. So my destiny, a lot of things prevail on that. Destiny, love, the actions of others. All these things depends on the outcome of my effort, not only my own effort. So this is not under my control. The past, not under my control. Future also, to a certain extent, but not fully. Future is not under my control. The opinions of others, I can't control their opinions. And I also don't know how others can take care of themselves. But for being a true leader, I should be able to inspire, motivate others with my deeds and self-setting examples. So this is my thoughts today. So Om Astoma Sadgamaya, Tamsama Jyotirgamaya, Murchorma Amritangamaya, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead me from unreal to real, lead me from dark to light, lead me from death to immortality. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you very much. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. I'm open for any interaction and debate. And so nice of you. All were very patient enough to listen to me. Thanks a lot.
ధన్యవాదములండి.
Thanks, Andy.
Now the floor is open for question and answers. In case somebody wants to ask any question, you are welcome. Please unmute yourself. And ask your question. Anybody wants to say anything connected with this topic? You are also welcome. Subhanan garu?
I'm stopping the PPT.
Yeah. Okay, anybody? Rajalakshmi Garu? Suresh Babu? Want to say anything? Purushottam Garu? Yeah, Rajalakshmi Garu, you want to say anything?
Sir, I have a small this thing.
Yeah.
Whatever I am doing this exercise, all we know. This is not the new thing. All these management theories and all everybody knows.
Okay.
But please tell me if I am going rightly. When can I do such type of comparisons or some taking exams from our Sanaatana Dharma and linking it to the modern theories? So if it is okay, I'll be very happy. Or else I can correct myself.
Yeah, it is a good topic in the sense that what we have in our Sanskrit scriptures regarding management principles, we want to highlight it with examples which we know through small stories where these qualities are exhibited. To that extent, it is quite relevant. And also, we are going to start a course in the third level where these management skills, management leadership skills are highlighted as a subject. To that extent, it will be a full sort of diploma course in management, where the qualities are the relation between the management skills and the modern management principles, how they are correlated. So probably during that course, you may in fact into this to say the leadership qualities with examples and small stories. That course is meant for basically young MBAs as a diploma course. And third level of this. Okay, to that extent, I thank you for making an effort to bring in the modern qualities of a leader. I mean, as per the textbooks of how they are already existing in our leadership skills in our Sanskrit literature. Okay, AHP Rao, you want to say anything?
Yeah, before that, I would like to see whether Visalakshmi has got any idea.
Vishalashkar, you want to say anything? I think she is
Left
not
hand.
there. She was there some time back, but she's not there now. Okay. You want
Okay.
yeah. Arvind,
I would
let
like to speak.
Arvind,
I'd like to speak on this.
One
An
minute.
excellent. You are saying something? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, just before that, I thought I'll ask Arvind Chilkuri
Yeah, correct.
to express his thoughts. Unmute yourself and say. One minute. I will ask you to unmute. I think I muted all of you.
Yeah. So thank you very much for this great presentation. And also I thank the organizers, Akela Garu and his brother. So thank you very much, sir. One thing I would like to ask is, what type of leadership qualities can we take from Bhishma? Because if you see Mahabharata, when Draupadi was she was disrobing by this Duryodhana and Dushasana, and many people saw this in that this stage, on that stage. But being a what he called, he was a king, godfather of a king. But what type of action he had taken? He could have taken some action.
Okay.
May I ask?
Yeah,
Yes.
Murthy, you want to say anything on this? You have to unmute yourself.
Sir, as Sanatana Dharma students, we all know what great qualities Bhishma has. See, one or two occasional or situational silence maintained by somebody, we cannot say they are weak leaders. See, a leadership, also situational leadership is there, that Bhishma would have maintained at that point of time. But the qualities displayed by him at the time while getting marriage for his sons or Dhritarashtra, Pandaraja, all those things, the Samyamanam, what he has maintained, and during Yuddha Niti, what type of either Padma Vyuha or the other Vyuha, or all these Vyuhas, how they have been maintained, managed, and they have been directed. So that angle we should see. So negative points, yes, there may be negative points, I do agree, but it is for some establishing for some Sanatana Dharma fact. At that point of time, even Draupadi Mata asked, when Dharmaraja also, she put a question, Nannodi Tannodena, Tannodi Nannodena. She asked that, bravely she asked, but nobody could reply. Why? So that is for that is situationally is meant for that particular occasion, or I have no comments at that spur of the moment why Bhishma could not react as a leader. So this is what I would like to humbly submit.
If you permit,
Arvindji, who is
Yes,
talking?
sir.
Who is talking? Who is talking?
Yeah.
hello.
Hello.
Somebody said permit me. Who is that? Who is saying that permit me?
Purushottam Rao, sir. This is Purushottam.
Please talk.
Sir, see, I feel that Bhishma has no role to play as a king there, because Dhritarashtra is the original king and he's only an advisor. He cannot act directly. That he knows his limitations in that court. So he was impressing upon Dhritarashtra to control Duryodhana, but beyond that he could not do anything because he knows that he is not a king. That's what I heard somewhere, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. You are right, sir. That is the reason why Bhishma could not control the thing and could not exhibit his Bhishma qualities. But the Bhishma is known for his pratigna, not for other things. He is always thought his pratigna is the important for all, over and above all. So his pratigna and promise to his father to stay with the Hastinapura throne. As Raja says, whatever Raja says, I will follow it. Just like Kattappa in Mahabali cinema. Just like that, Bhishma has been, in fact, Kattappa has been followed by Bhishma. So Bhishma's problems there was not to talk, though he is competent enough to control whole the society there, and he has such a warrior, he can do anything. But the Duryodhana is not in such a position to hear him, first thing. And Raja is also not hearing him. He is also, in Dhritarashtra, who is having power in his hand, he is not sure that he will hear him. So when he is not hearing him, there is no point in telling something and getting pulled. So his limitations he knows. What are the limitations? He is supposed to stay with Hastinapura. That's all. But if something is wrong is happening, he thought at that time that I should not speak now. But Krishna asked him, when Krishna also told him, this is the mistake you have done. knowingly that dharma, adharma is going on, keeping quiet is also a dharma. Just like all we are doing now, when so many political leaders are looting the country, most of the people, intellectuals, are keeping quiet. What we are doing is that only, just like Bhishma did. So keeping quiet, supporting adharma is definitely wrong side on Bhishma's part. And that's why he has been punished. That's what Krishna answered him. Your question has been answered by Krishna to Bhishma himself. If you read the Mahabharata, Shanti Parva, and at that time, when Bhishma asked Krishna to him, he answers this question. What is the mistake I have done? This is the mistake I have done. You are not supposed to support adharma. And that's why you have to face this type of agony. That's what he wrote. So, and one more thing what we should say is, because since you say a leader, doesn't mean he will have 100% all good qualities. Some weaknesses will be there in all leaders. He is human. Error is a human. Every human will have good qualities and good bad qualities. He is a great leader on certain aspects, as P.S. Murthy was told. He is a great leader on certain aspects. He is a weak leader on certain aspects. The weakness is his pratigna. I have done this pratigna. I have to stand by the pratigna. That's all. Whether dharma or adharma is not the question. That's what is the priority to over there. That is the problem there. I hope I answered the question.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. So what I consider is that leader should actually, he should bring some changes in the society. For example, as a king, he must give importance to his kingdom first.
That he has
And
done.
similarly,
That he has done. If you see the 1 second, let me answer this. That he has already done. Who has ruled the country all these days? Do you think Duryodhana and Dhritarashtra ruled the country? Who ruled the country? Bhishma ruled the country. He did everything. They were only figureheads. And Duryodhana never bothered about these things, administration. The whole administration, people being happy there and controlling the administration, all these things done by Bhishma only. So Bhishma has ruled the country all throughout this thing. That's why he has got good name. And whatever possible required for the Hastinapuram, he has done. Till Duryodhana is going out of his control. When Duryodhana is doing out of control and taking against Pandavas and all those things, then that he could not do anything. That's why he has just kept quiet. And mainly in Draupadi's case also. There he will become fool instead of him. Even Drona also will become a fool. Drona also, because he has been given job, he has to stay back. The promise he has given when he has been given job to him in the court. So because of the promise, they have to stay back. Not that they are supporting the act. We should not take they have supported the act. We have to take their weakness as their problem. That's what I have to say. We have to think like that. So now that coming to the lectures on this management and others concerned, we are seriously considering to conduct third level lectures on management, and we need this type of thorough study on these aspects of management qualities in our Dharma Shastras. Murthy has done an excellent study and consolidated certain things, but this lecture we can take as a panoramic view of the whole issue, how we go about. But the presentation should be a different way, I think. We have to take the individual case studies of the whole Vedamangmayam and take individual case studies and see what are the qualities that particular person has exhibited in this thing. For example, Krishna has given the guidelines also in Bhagavad Gita, how a leader should be there, what qualities a leader should have. And all those guidelines he has given Bhagavad Gita, and he also told people normally follow the leader. So the leader is supposed to follow Dharma, and he follows to follow all Dharma qualities. Whatever Dharma is supposed to do, then that should be followed by leader only. Then only the others will follow. So that's what Krishna clearly told in clear terms. That's why I am following this. I don't need to do any karma. Krishna says, I don't need to any karma as a Paramatma, as a Parabrahma Swarupa. I don't need to do any karma. Karma doesn't touch me. But still, I am doing karma. Why I am doing karma? Because people follow me. I am a leader now. People follow me. So all people, whether you talk to a gentleman on the street, or take about a panchayati president, or you take about a minister or prime minister, whoever you take is the leader. People follow him. Yadha Raja Tadha Praja. This is one of the important things, jargons we have. Yatha Raja Tadha Praja. This is one of the important capsule people told in Sanaatana Dharma. So like this, so many slogans are there. So many places are there. Every scripture of our culture, every scripture of our culture has exhibited these leader qualities. If we take Bharata Muni's Nakshi Shastra about Nayaka Lakshanas, leaders, what type of leaders should be there in presenting on the stage? Dhira Shantaha, Dhira Lalitaha, Dhirottamaha, Dhira Dhirodhataha. There are 4 types of Nayakas are there. So each Nayaka has got a different set of qualities. The qualities have been explained in Nakshi Shastra. What type of qualities a Dhirodhata character has to be exhibited? That is Bhima. Bhima is Dhirodhata Nayaka. Dhira Shanta is Rama. Dhira Lalita is Krishna. And Dhira Lalita and Arjuna. Dhira Lalita is Arjuna. And Dhirodhata, Dhiranta, Dhira Shanta, Dhirotama. Like that, each character has got a particular Nayaka Lakshanas. So like that, we have to take each scripture or each leader. We have selected 10, 15 leaders, the whole scriptures. Harishchandra has exhibited some qualities. Nala has exhibited some type of qualities. And Hanuman has exhibited some leadership qualities. Like that, every important character in the scriptures has exhibited his leadership qualities. So every scripture has got, instead of taking the godly leadership qualities, they are gods. They are supposed to do it, they will do it. We cannot say that. Instead of taking godly examples, better take the manual examples, human examples. Who has exhibited? Raghuvansam has told, right from Ichwaku, Raghuvansam. Why Raghuvansam has come? Because Raghu is great in Suryavansa society. Suryavansa dynasty. In Surya dynasty, Raghu was great. That's why Raghuvansam has taken care of this thing. Similarly, Ichwaku was great. So Ichwaku has done. What Ichwaku has done, what Raghu has done, what Dilipa has done, what Bhagirath has done, how they have exhibited their leadership qualities, by doing what? How Ramachandra has done, what Ramachandra has done, how Ramachandra has exhibited his qualities while talking to Bharata, telling about political these things at the Chitrakota Parvata, while controlling Lakshmana when he is going away from the normal Pitru Bhakti and asking to revolt against Dasharatha. Lakshmana was asked to revolt against Dasharatha, he says, Lakshmana, because he is doing adharma. You have to do revolt against adharma, he says. Then Rama exhibits his compassion, exhibits his peaceful mind and controls Lakshmana. So these are all the great qualities Rama exhibited in various stages, as Vibhishana, coronating Vibhishana also. He says he is confident enough that he can make him the king of the Lanka. He knows that he can kill Ravana. So that's why he has got confidence on his work, on his capacity to do the work. That's why he has taken the decisions, the decision-making capacity. And when asked whether Vibhishana has to take it inside or not, everybody has negative. Then he asked the correct person, Hanuman, who has gone and visited and tested Vibhishana. Then as Hanuman told, he has taken advice. So whose advice has to be taken priority out of all the 4 or 5 advisors? Selecting that information. So all these things are different, various aspects are there. Teamwork, selecting the right people, taking the right decision, and taking immediate decision making, fast decision making, and so many qualities. So first we should do what are the various qualities a leader should have. And we have to select a leader from our scriptures and see what type of qualities he exhibited, how he has exhibited, how we correlate. That's how we can make the present generation understand how Sanatana Dharma has provided the great leaders. What are the qualities they have got? See, before 1,000 years, these management concepts have come last 1,000 years. Western management concepts, what we are talking about now. Before 1,000 years, Sanatana Dharma was ruling. Chanakya, Maurya Chandragupta, Ashoka, so many leaders were there, in fact, Samudragupta, and then Vikramaditya, Bhojaraja, Krishnadevaraya, recent times, Shivaji, recent times, Rana Pratap, recent times, how the Netaji, these are all the leaders. We have what type of qualities they have exhibited during their this thing. The President Modi, what he is exhibiting now. So these are the examples we should take and see what type of leadership qualities they have exhibited there and what principles they are following. The principles of morality, the principles of cohesiveness, the principles of taking everybody into his fold and having the knowledge of the subject. Not one thing we have to take. So instead of, as Arvind Salukri is seeing the negative points of the leadership, that's not a thing now present topic for us now. The present topic for us now is to see what are the great qualities exhibited by our leaders and teach those leadership qualities to our younger generations. That is more important now. So I request the Murthy garu, like faculty members, to look into this type of my sessions to establish what are the basic qualities of leadership and which quality as exhibited by each leader in each shastra, how that man has exhibited. And that is an example way that, and create an attraction to the younger generation students on the subject. Instead of talking only about Vedanta and Devatas and all those things, people just get away from us. They don't come to us. So create a take the real story and real example and then present it. That will help us to reach our targets. Our target is to make good intellectual Kshatriyas and intellectual gurus. That is our target. Intellectual Kshatriyas and intellectual gurus. Intellectual gurus should have the complete knowledge of scriptures and they should be able to digest the subject and speak and present it in correct way. That is intellectual gurus. And intellectual Kshatriyas are the understanding the old people, how they followed Dharma and how they exhibited their qualities and how to do that now and what are the present problems we have got in the society and how to address them. Always our point should be towards the present situation and make the younger generations capable of handling the present situation with the background of, with the moral and ethical and leadership and dharmic qualities exhibited by our earlier leaders. While having lacking in those qualities, what we are facing today, what type of leaders we are having now, because we don't have those qualities. The leaders do not have those qualities. That's why we are facing all these problems. So, what things have exhibited there, Raghuvamsam, as I told Raghuvamsam, Raghuvamsam tells stories of H. Raja, how Yakshvaka worked, how Dilip worked, how Bhagirath worked, how Rama worked, how all those things were exhibited in Raghuvamsam. Raghuvamsam is one of the important books. Nyaya Shastra is one of the books you have to take into account. Manusmriti is one of the books you have to take into account. You have to take into account the Bharatanatyam Nayaka qualities that you have to take into account. Bharatanatyam Shastra. So there are which books? Rama, Ramayana, Mahabharata. These two are important books. Ramayana, Mahabharata you cannot avoid at all. Everyone is a leader there. If you see the Ramayana, observe each character has exhibited his following of Dharma, his Dharma, including Ravana. Ravana has followed his Rakshasa Dharma. Nothing wrong in his doings because he followed the Dharma and he has been killed. Not because he is not following Dharma. because he has an adharma quality has done. That's why his dharma is following. Rakshas dharma is following, but he is trying to take others' property. That's where the wrong thing comes. So he has been punished for taking others' property, not for following Rakshasa dharma. Because his Rakshasa has not been killed. Because God never will kill the person who has he created. Rakshasa is created by him only. Manava is also created by him only. It is creation only, everything. He will not kill the same thing. He has asked you follow, you have got Rakshasa dharma, you follow that dharma. Why you are now doing other wrong things? So that's how he has been punished. So if a Vali take, Vali has followed his dharma. Sugriva has followed his dharma. Everybody has followed his dharma. But at one place, they are crossing that limits and going to adharma. And that adharma has been punished by Rama. So like that, everybody has followed his dharma in Ramayana. That's why whole Ramayana is dharma kavyam only. So like that, we have to bring the individual situations, individual cases, case studies. Let us list out certain things. I need your help, Murthy garu. Let us list out the characters in the scriptures, which are the people who should take and make a case studies, and then and prepare the faculty for that purpose and proceed ahead for our future course. I consider you one of the pillars for that future course. Please start working on that in those lines. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. And
ప్రభాకర్ గారు నమస్కారం.
నమస్కారం.
మీరు ఈ రోజు మీది విన్న తర్వాత మీరు కూడా ఒక సబ్జెక్ట్ మీద ఒక వెబినార్ కండక్ట్ చేయొచ్చు అనిపిస్తున్నది. ఏదో ఒక సబ్జెక్ట్ తీసుకొని మీ టాక్ కూడా వినాలనిపిస్తుంది.
actually, he keeps teaching Sanskrit.
అది ఉన్నది, కానీ ఈ టైపు ఒక పవర్ పాయింట్ ప్రజెంటేషన్ ఏదో ఒక సబ్జెక్ట్ మీద అనర్గళంగా మాట్లాడారు. ఇప్పుడు ఒక 10 నిమిషాలు పైన మాట్లాడారు కదా, 10-15 నిమిషాలు. అది విన్న తర్వాత నాకు అనిపించింది మా గురుగారు కూడా ఒక వెబినార్ ఇస్తే బాగుంటుందని.
ఓకే, ఐ విల్ ట్రై. I'm going to take the Sanskrit classes. There, my speeches will be there.
ధన్యవాదాలు సార్, ధన్యవాదాలు.
Okay, anybody else wants to say anything? Else, we will go for Prarthana and Janaganamana.
Yeah, sir. Shall I do Prarthana?
Yeah, please.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. ॐ सहना भवतु, सहनौ भुनक्तु, सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै, तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. सत्यं वद, धर्मं चर, सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु. गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः, गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म, तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. हरिः ओम्. सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु. नमस्कारः. धन्यवादः.
Okay, thank you. Now let us go for Janaganamana. All of you please stand up and then sing along with me. जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल वंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जल वितरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद
जय हिंद, जय हिंद, जय श्री राम, जय श्री राम.